Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Off the play fake, here's Nix. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
On third down, here's Nix. Pass brought in by Burden. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Broncos will have a first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
On first and 10, here's Nix. He finds Ingram working downfield here. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos finish off their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
And he does not tie this game. His extra points off. They remain down by 1. Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10.
Go. 19 tight. 19. Panthers.
Go play action here. It's Milrow. Brought in downfield. It's Oots. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Ready, ready.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Ready, ready.
On first down, Genty went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
Man.
Another give here to Genty. And again, they'll get there to meet him at the line and take him down. Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture, and one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like 4.6.
Yeah.
I am really thankful I don't play quarterback in today's game.
19 Lions.
Milrow throwing on third down. That one is caught. Bolton has it. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up first and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Start. Ready.
From the red zone on 1st. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks take a 7-point lead in the 1st. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. They get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find his tight end. And it sets up 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Fields this at the 19. And he's going to get him further up their side of the field with a nice return there, partner, up past the 35.
Okay,
and into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go.
Low from the gun. Now we're open on that play, so he's going to chuck this one into county.
Okay, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on 1st down, but there was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to 2nd.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
Ready. 19, Tiger.
Coming left is Genty. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks make it a 14-point game here in the 1st. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. And he's out of bounds up across the 25. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Nix off the play action. Buying some time left. Now here he goes. And he will wind up out of bounds after a 1st down gain of right around 3 yards.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
The gun, it's Nix. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Dude, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Throwing here, Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Puts this one on to Harvey. This is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They gain 14 on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Nix. Completed over the middle. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing again. Here's Nix. Score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos trim the lead down to 9. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
And that's no good. I don't know if the snap and hold were clean, and he is not able to knock it through. So after the missed extra point, he is still out there. He's going to put it back in play. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. First play is going to be against Genty. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Viking, 7 Pirates, 7. Ready.
Now it's Milrow. Into the hands of Horton, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Go.
Throwing here, Milrow. It's everything he has under this one. This is caught inside the 15. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks push their lead to 15. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. He's going to field this at the 2. Showing a little burst so far. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Caught by Pat Bryant. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Play action with Mix. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Nix. He's got it. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Complete right side, Burton has it. And he gets in, touchdown Denver! The Broncos fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
This one is up and good. And the Broncos will trail by 9. So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
Ready?
Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
Ready?
No play action here. It's Milrow. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it inside the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks push their lead to 15.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
One after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks take a 16-point lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Returnable from the 2. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Nick's now to throw. He throws a bullet to the center. He connects on the deep shot. And he's got it all the way down to the 12. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Catch made over the middle. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos chop some of the lead off before the half. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That had just enough leg. It's over the crossbar and good. And the Broncos will trail by 9. So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Milrow to throw. On him quick, and they bring it down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't. And the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Riley Moss with that tackle.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Broncos go with a dime look here on 3rd down.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Dragon 60, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
3rd and long for him here. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
From the gun, Milrow sends this to the end zone. And he'll score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks grow their lead just before halftime. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks take a 16-point lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. Nicks off the play action. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Nicks again on second and 10. Finds a seam down the middle. It won't be a touchdown, Brock, but it sure was close. He winds up out of bounds just about a yard shy of the goal line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
And he gets in, touchdown! The Broncos chop some of the lead off before the half. It's a Bo Nix touchdown! They broke out the design, run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat.
And another one is no good. What a disaster this has been, Brock. That is his third missed PAT in this ball game. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. This one doesn't make the landing zone, so this drive's going to start at the 40. And this drive is going to have some great starting field position as a result of that short kick.
On the set.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Panther 11. Let's go. 70, 18, pioneer.
Here's Milrow, first and 10. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He's got it. It's in close. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks will add to their lead at the end of the half. And that is his third touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Returnable from the 2. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. Off the play fake, here's Nix. And it is intercepted, but he couldn't stay in bounds. Ooh, offense catches a break there. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's second down.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Second down. Here's Nix again. Gets him on the quick hitter. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Here's first and 10 from the 34. He'll throw it. Diving forward, and he makes the catch. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
This is one of those plays you're going to see on tape this week, I guarantee it. Not because of the catch, but because of the effort. Lays out and brings in the off-target throw.
Once more, it's Nix. He's going to let this fly towards the end zone. Oh, they got it! Intercepted along the goal line! That is Nick Emenwari. Oh, he loses it on the return! They could get this back! They got their own fumble. And they take it back for 6. No time left. What a way to end this first half! That had to have been just about as far away as possible, Brock, from what that was drawn up to be. But the end result, partner, exactly as they planned. It's a touchdown.
In this case, Kate, it really was about the destination, not about...
And again, he whiffs on the point after. Oh, baby, the yips have hit him full force here. That is his 4th missed extra point of this game. Now is Dixon to kick this one away. He's going to field this at the 2. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, working from the gun to Suggs. First and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He finds his back, Harvey. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. He finds Ingram working downfield here. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
Bombers.
They'll throw again. Nix. This is Ingram looking left side. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll run here. It's Harvey. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Captain.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Getting in their own way, Brock, as they'll line this up 5 yards further back for second and goal. Nix from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Anticipating the pass, defense out there in dime. It's third and goal. Here he goes, third and long. Has room into the secondary, and he'll be taken down at the last possible moments. He's at the 1.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Leaving the offense out there. It's fourth and goal from the 1. Throwing here, Nix. Intercepted in the end zone. Ernest Jones with the pick. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his second interception of the season. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Right there, hurt. Let's go.
Genty from the gun. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 11, and the Seahawks will have a first down. Back to Genty. We're working a couple yards past the line. Coming up to stop that play with Jahdae Barron. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Come on.
Giving this to Genty. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
On the ready.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
70 range. 7.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Koch, here's Arroyo. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
From the red zone now. Running by his back here is Genty. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, And it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
No play action here. It's Milrow. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Trying to hit his fullback there. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
All right, after the incomplete pass, let's see what they call here on 3rd and goal.
Ready, ready.
Genty. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on 4th and goal.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, let's go.
Milrow to throw on 4th. Catches man in close. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks push their lead further to start the half. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Returnable from the 2. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Short pass brought in. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Nix. Finds a man right side. He will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Nix off the play action. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Genty on the give. He's headed right. Cut back down to the sideline. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a 21-yard gain. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. But you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
And he has enough room to gain about 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
This is Genty on second. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
Okay, ready? 65. Let's go. Viking 18. Buffalo 18. Ready?
Milrow from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. 70 Timberwolves.
Shotgun give here to Genty. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. Offense in the hurry up here. Shotgun now for Milrow. It's his running back. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And it's incomplete on third and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams from field goals, you got a great chance to win.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks put up even more points in a win. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on fourth and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. He's going to field this at the 2. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On first down, it's Nix. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off by the rookie from Texas A&M. And the Seahawks get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. First down, ball at the 36.
Tag!
They give left side to Genty. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. He stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Come on.
Straight ahead with Genty. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
On the jump.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready to go.
Give up the guts. It's Genty. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks moments away from their 4th win of the year. All right, here we go. Second down.
Ready.
They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. They rip off a big check of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
Let's go.
Lining up to take a knee on second down.
Viking 18.
They'll take a knee here as that clock approaches the 40 seconds remaining mark. Third and goal now as they try to pile on further.
Here we go. Shot. Cowboy 80.
So several thousand 12th men and women cheering as the Seahawks win at home. And with the start they had in that first quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory at the end. They really did all they could